Transporting a college football team is no easy task. Cronkite sports reporter Jeff Sullivan got a behind-the-scenes look with the Arizona State equipment crew to see what it takes.
Here we go.
As a new week of college football gets underway, the Arizona State Sun Devils are preparing to play the Stanford Cardinal. The players have the day off, but packing has already begun for the trip to Palo Alto. Leading the charge is senior equipment coordinator Jerry Neely. In his 6th season with the team, Neely has quite a bit on his plate when it comes to responsibilities.
Everything you could imagine for the football team. Helmets, shoulder pads, jerseys, cleats, socks, gloves. We're in charge of packing all of that for the truck to take on the road. We're in charge of all the practice equipment out on the fields during practice. We're in charge of game day headsets. Aside from the coach or the athlete itself, if you see it on the field at practice or in the game, we're probably in charge of it.
The biggest task Neely and his crew will face is packing Sun Devil football's 52-foot semi. Throughout the week, everything the team will need during their time on the road gets loaded onto the truck and checked off accordingly. One of the last items to go on are the game day helmets. The equipment staff replaces decals and removes scuffs and markings from the previous game. Transporting a collegiate football team is no easy task. It's crucial to make sure that nothing is left behind when the team flies out Friday afternoon.
Our truck driver comes, makes final checks, makes sure everything we have is on it, and he heads to Stanford. Eric and Caleb will meet at the stadium as well. They'll unload all the trunks. They'll go sort through everything. They'll set the equipment room up. They'll set the coach's locker room up. They'll go and they'll set the player locker room up. Eric goes through and he labels where everyone is in the locker room. He decides where everybody sits. He also puts out their inspirational picture that he has for every athlete. He puts signs up in the locker room to make it feel like home. We even go so far as to putting up air fresheners in the locker room to mimic the air fresheners we have in our locker room.
As the team arrives at the stadium, the equipment staff has the locker room prepped and ready to go. The jerseys are pressed, the helmets shine. Everything is in place. Once the team returns from warm-up, Neely and his assistants make any last-minute adjustments and help the athletes put on their uniforms. It's time to go to work. In the Pac-12, teamwork and preparation is key, on the field and off. In Palo Alto, Jeff Sullivan, Cronkite Sports Report.
2 road trips remain for Neely and his crew this season, with back-to-back games at UCLA and Oregon State on November 11th and November 18th.